Hello people, welcome to another video. No, it's not been one for a while, but weather's been crap a lot of the time and I've been trying to concentrate on getting this bike sold. Not that I can do a lot about it, but there we are, back on the bike anyway. It's just a little update to let you know what is going on with everything and with the channel and with the bike. And obviously I've been still trying to take it easy because I've still been very tired and stuff after this operation, and that's, you know, it'll take a while to get back to fully normal. After an operation like that, it takes months to fully properly heal anyway, but I'm mostly sort of there anyway, so I'm feeling pretty good apart from the tiredness. Although a couple of days ago I did have to go up to Brooks and have a, that wasn't red, and have a kidney biopsy. There's nothing wrong with it or anything, but it's just because I'm hypersensitized and this is my third one. The doctors just want a check to make sure everything's perfectly fine with it and that. And as long as everything is, they'll start to think about transferring me back to Norwich. I'm still going to Brooks, but only once a fortnight now, which is good. It's better than twice a week, because it's 70 miles to get there. It's nice and sunny today, but it's not particularly warm really. Probably nice sitting out in the sun, but going along on the bike it is a bit chilly where you can feel it, but I've got my jacket on, so I'm mostly okay. And also I hope the angle's okay and stuff, because not only have I refitted the camera, I don't know if you'd noticed that it looks any different or not, I don't know, because as I've probably mentioned God knows how many times in my videos over the years, well, over the 18-19 months or so, I was still using the original GoPros, and there's been up to 6 now, so yeah, I was well behind on what I was using. But now, because I got fed up with all this audio issues and I had a bit of credit on a catalogue, I ordered myself a new camera, so we're now using a GoPro Hero 5. I'm still not on the latest one, but I managed to get a much newer one than I was expecting to when I was eventually going to upgrade. So now I've got my audio straight into that rather than recording off my phone, so hopefully everything with that should be okay. But obviously I've got to play about with settings and stuff with the camera itself to make sure I get the best picture, and I've played about with them a bit. I watched a few videos seeing what all the different options are about, because you didn't have most of these options for the original GoPro, so idiot. So yeah, that sort of thing is going to take a little while to dial down, but I think I should have it set up okay for a nice sunny day like this. So fingers crossed the footage is good and the audio is good. That's the main thing as well. Well, not the main thing as such, but the main thing what I needed to upgrade for. And we'll also be in 60 frames per second. I could have gone up to 80 or 120 frames per second on 1080p, but I thought I'd be sensible because my computer's not great and stuff, and I'll keep the file sizes low. Editing and uploading, all that sort of thing will be quicker, so, and rendering noisy bastards. Obviously this camera can do up to 4K and stuff. I won't do anything like that. Nice bike. If only I could get that one for my next one. Got a nice nod off here. I was going to get a sport bike. I don't mind mentioning that now, because I think I've changed my mind about that. I could probably afford it, but if I really want to get a sport bike, a 600 sport bike, which I think I can afford to run in that, but it will mean taking a month, 2 months, maybe even 3 or 4 months. These lights didn't used to be here, to save enough money to actually buy the one I'd want. I don't want nothing too old, but it'd still be a around a 2006 model if I did get it. I don't want to take too long with that, so I've decided I'll go for a 650 class bike, like a Kawasaki ER6, and I'd probably go for the F version because that look a bit sporty. Have a change from a naked bike to a more sporty looking bike. I think they look quite nice still, not far off the sport bike look. I would prefer to go for a 4-cylinder bike, which there are some out there in the price range I'll have that I might be able to get that a 4-cylinder, but I'll be able to cope with 2-cylinder, and it'll be 650 and much better than the 125, so that'll still feel awesome. That'll do me for like a year or two, and then in that time I could save up more money, and hopefully depending how things go, but hopefully I can save up a bit more money and get a sport bike in like I say, a year or two. If I do it this way, all I've got to do is sell this bike and I'll have enough money to get the 650, so that's what I think I've decided to do. It's not 100% that I'll go for the ER6F, but you know, there's a few others out there that are nice. That depends what's on the market at the time, at the right prices and all that sort of thing. That'll be probably the primary one I'd look at, because I do like Kawasaki's. But I think the main reason this hasn't sold is because it's been on Gumtree, just put it on for free. I didn't bump it up or anything, or pay for it to be featured or anything, so that's just sat there for however long it's been there, 3 weeks now or something. That's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do, I think, is pay a little bit of money and get it on Auto Trader or eBay, or both, depending on how much that's going to cost, and hopefully it'll sell a bit quicker. So hopefully it won't be too long till we're exploring a bit further afield, be able to have a bit more fun. I think I'll still miss this bike a little bit. If I could afford it and I had the space and all the rest of it, I probably would keep it, use it for run to shops and things like that, the little ones, and use the big bike for fun on the weekends and shit. I'd be interested to see what the wind noise is like as well, because obviously I'm using the mic I used to use, so I probably should really upgrade that as well, because I've been using that since I first started, which was, like I say, something like 19-20 months ago, something like that. I don't know straight off the top of my head, but I think it's around that. It's a good mic though, they can get pulled about a bit and stuff, the wires might degrade a bit and all that sort of thing, so. But hopefully the audio is still good, actually better than it was using the phone, especially recently. They were just unusable. I did make a video recently, go out and make a video, can't remember exactly what I'd done because that was probably about a week, maybe even 2 weeks ago, I'm not 100% sure, but again the audio was just totally unusable, so it was really annoying. So I actually did use a little bit of the money from my bike fund to get the adapter for the mic on this, because they're stupid with these later GoPros, you have to pay 50 quid for an adapter, and there are cheap Chinese ones, well, cheaper Chinese ones, but the price difference isn't that much, they're still 30 odd quid, and that's not worth it because they're probably crap, they probably don't do the audio that good. It's another thing as well to do with the bike. It'll be awesome if you have any suggestions. There might be bikes I haven't thought of in the 650 sort of range, or mid-range bikes, not super sport, you know. So I even was looking at things like the Suzuki GSR 600, if I could find one a bit cheaper than somewhere around probably about 2.5 grand, I might end up being able to afford, and I do see a few up that sort of price now and then with decent mileage on, and looking decent nick, and now 4-cylinder 600 which look nice, but still in the 650 class I'm still looking at a lot of them. There's probably some, like I say, that I haven't thought about, so if you've got any suggestions, yeah, as I was saying, if you have any suggestions of what sort of bikes to look at in the 650 class, it's something similar to the ER6, preferably fed. I'd want something that looks a bit sporty, just for a change, and then go for a full-on sports bike in a couple of years if I can save the money. This will be interesting to see how the camera copes with this. It's now gone into a shaded area and the sun went behind a cloud a bit or something, I think. Hopefully the settings I got it on will be good for any time I go out and about with it. Also I can tweak it and stuff, and the angle I'm not 100% sure of because I couldn't really test that without coming on the bike. It should be good enough for the video, but if I feel it needs to go a little higher or lower, it's easily done. So anyway, there's a quick little update video just to let you know what's happening, let you know I'm still about, still going to be doing this channel. Just trying to sell this bike mainly at the minute and get a better one. I could go past them, but I'm going to be a good boy. Or should I? Nah, let's go past them. Check for these cyclists. But yeah, so I will be about again soon, hopefully. The next video may be on this bike, it may be the new bike reveal, but it depends how quick this bike sells. Like I say, over this next week I should put it up on probably eBay, maybe Auto Trader, I don't know, it might cost a little bit too much to put it on both. I'll put it on one, I think that'll perform better than just on Gumtree, especially just on Gumtree for free. And I don't trust Gumtree enough to pay on there, so I think that should, you know, if people are wanting the bikes, they're going to look through anyway and see what's about and find it. So that's what I'm going to do. If you ever want to message me or anything, just go on Twitter, follow me on there. You could follow me on Instagram as well, but I don't really use that quite so much. But I'll leave you there. Thanks for watching. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Watch some other videos so you know a bit more about me maybe. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you again soon. Compadre, black and white, white and ivory, and black ebony. They can't step to me, weaponry is heavenly. They can't see us in the 313 vicinity. Hey yo, M, ha 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 ha. I come in like ha ha, I'm ill like nah nah. And y'all don't wanna see me cause I'm ill with the skill.